Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. So moving on to now, we're going to discuss how Hamzatul Istifham can be used for tasawwur. So let's have a look at this. وَالْمَسْئُولُ أَنْهُ سَأَلَ يَسْأَلُ سُؤَالًا, to ask. Mas'ul, to the one who is being asked. Asked. And the mas'ul anhu, the thing being asked about. So the mas'ul anhu is mubtada. Fi tasawwur is the muta'alliq of that. And ma yalil hamza is a khabar. So the mas'ul, I'm just going to say mas'ul anhu because it's easier than saying the thing being questioned about, the thing in regards to which you are asking. So the mas'ul anhu in tasawwur, what is it? The mas'ul anhu in tasawwur is ma, is that which adjoins or comes after, comes before the hamza. So if hamza is for tasawwur, okay, then hamza will precede the thing you are asking about. وَيَكُونُ لَهُ مُعَادِلٌ, and it will have a mu'adil. I'm not translating mu'adil, it's alternative, but it's a terminology here, so I'll translate it. And it will have a mu'adil, and the sifa is, which will be mentioned after and this is called muttasila. Okay, we discuss muttasila, is this and there's another called munqati'ah, we discuss at the end. Okay, so for example, give an example. So we have here Ma'jal al-hamza, mu'adil and muttasila. فَتَقُولُ, therefore, you will say فِي الْإِسْتِفْهَامِ عَنِ الْمُسْنَدِ إِلَيْهِ. If you are asking regarding the musnad ilay, either the mubtada or the fa'il, you will say what? أَأَنْتَ فَأَلْتَ هَذَا أَمْ يُوسُف. So, al-mas'ulu anhu, this is the mas'ul anhu. Correct? Why is it mas'ul anhu? Because يَلِلْ hamzata. It comes after what? Hamza. وَيَكُونُ لَهُ مُعَادِلٌ, and it must have what? A mu'adil يُذْكَرُ بَعْدَ وَتُسَمَّى مُتَّصِلَةً. So whatever you're asking about must come after hamza, and then you must have the alternative at the end of the sentence. There's an example where the question is regarding the musnad ilay, and here is what? The fa'il. You're not sure who done the action. You know the action happened, but you don't know who carried the action out. Correct? وَتَقُولُ فِي الْإِسْتِفْهَامِ عَنِ الْمُسْنَدِ إِلَيْهِ. If you're asking about the musnad, not musnad ilay, first example, second musnad. So you will say now, أراغب أنت عن الأمر أراغب أنت عن الأمر أم راغب فيه. So رغب يرغب can have two opposite meanings. If you use رغب an, it means what? To be disinclined from. And رغب فيه, to be inclined towards. So opposite. That's what comes in the hadith. ومن رغب عن سنتي, whoever is disinclined from my sunnah. And رغب فيه, to be like and to have inclination towards. So are you inclined from this matter? Are you inclined away? Are you disinclined? Are you inclined? So look, Hamzatul Istifham, what comes after Hamzatul Istifham is what we call the mas'ul anhu. They have a called muttasila and have a mu'adil, which is a ma'tuf. Okay? Now here you can't, if you were to say this, anta raghibun fihi raghibun anhu. This would be what? That's wrong. Why is that wrong? Because the mu'adil, the two options must come where? This is raghibun fi and raghibun anhu. What's the rule? Yalil hamzata. This must come where? After the hamza. If you say like this, raghibun fi and raghibun an, that's not correct. You have to bring one option after hamza. It must yalil hamzata. It must adjoin to the hamza. As your question is regarding the maf'ul, فَتَقُولُ فِي الْإِسْتِفْهَامِ عَنِ الْمَفْعُولِ أَإِيَّايَ تَقْصِدْ أَمْ خَالِدًا. Again, istifham, mas'ul anhu, mu'adil. If you are asking regarding the hal wa anil hal, you will say أَرَاكِبًا جِئْتَ أَمْ مَاشِيًا. So you know, this is all tasawwur. Why? Because you know he's come, but you don't know how he has come. So you're asking regarding the hal. So this is hal, and this is mas'ul anhu, and as a mu'adil, and muttasila, hamzatul istifham. You got it just? وَتَقُولُ عَنِ الظَّرْفِ. If you're asking regarding a zarf, أَيَوْمَ الْخَمِيسِ قَدِمْتَ أَمْ يَوْمَ الْجُمُعَةِ. You know he came, you don't know what day he came. So did you come يَوْمَ الْخَمِيسِ, Thursday, or did you come يَوْمَ الْجُمُعَةِ, or did you come on the day of Friday? وَهَكَذَا. And likewise, wherever you want to ask, so just a few examples, etc., etc. هَكَذَا, translated as what? Etc. Likewise the others. Okay? So the thing you're asking, which is called the mas'ul anhu, must come after the hamzatul istifham, followed by the at the end of the sentence called muttasila with a mu'adil after it. Okay? وَقَدْ لَا يُذْكَرُ. We discussed this briefly and summarized at the beginning of the previous lesson. وَقَدْ لَا يُذْكَرُ الْمُعَادِلِ. And sometimes the mu'adil is not mentioned if you know from the context. Because what did I tell you? That usually you have an but you may not have the the mu'adil, if you can tell from the context what it is. And what happens usually, the hamzatul istifham is not followed by the fa'il in tasawwur. Let me give an example. If I say adaraba zaydun, okay, now if we say adaraba zaydun, now what could this be? Tasawwur or tasdeeq? If we say that what's happening here, the is mahzoof. But what has been mahzoof here? Lam yadrib. It can't be amrun, can it? Because you have to have the mas'ul anhu. So if, for example, you know that he did an action, but you don't know what action he done, then you say, oh, adaraba zaydun, then you will know this is what? Tasawwur. And if you're not sure he did an action at all, then it will be what? Tasdeeq. Okay? So if you say, for example, anta fa'alta hadha, did you do this? What's this going to become?
Yes or no?
It could be yes or no. It could be yes or no. Did you do this? But what's happening here? If you wanted to ask that, it would better say afa'alta hadha. Afa'alta hadha. If you want to ask about whether action took place or not, you would normally mean the verb first. And in this scenario, what we mean here, that anta is here and there's a mu'adil mahzoof here.
This is more about the mustad ilay.
Mustad ilay, correct. Anta fa'alta hadha am zaydun. So and you can tell from the context because what is happened, the action has happened. Now you just want to know who done it. If your question is regarding the aslul fail, the fail actually occur or not, you would use this. Fa'alta hadha? Did you do this? Okay. Another example. Araghibun anta an hadha araghibun anta an al-amri am raghibun fi. Okay. You understand? You can tell from the context. Iyaya taqsid. Let's say for example, said, read please, and look between the two of you. So what would you say now? You know I'm intending somebody, but you don't know who. So you say, Iyaya taqsid, do you intend me or do you mean me? So the context is showing us what? That the qasd is happening, but who is not. So even though is not mentioned, we know that it is implied. Arakiban jit. So let's say for example, somebody came in and he's all sweaty. Arakiban, amashian jit. Did you come walking? Because we know he's come. So even though we don't have a mu'adil, it means amashian jitta am rakiban. Okay, yawm al-khamis qadimta? And? Because what yawm al-khamis first, it means what now? We know of the qudum, we're asking what day. So yawm al-khamis qadimt am yawm al-jumu'ah. So you can remove the mu'adil and the if the context allows it. But then, the question could be that will it not be a tasdeeq then? So the answer to that is what? Number two answers. One is that the scenario and the context and the siyaq and the maqam will help you. And number two is usually the fail would come first in that scenario. If it was a tasdeeq. If it was a tasdeeq. Okay? Right? So, we've discussed now the tasawwur element of hamzatul istifham. Correct? Now we've got tasdeeq element. وَالْمَسْئُولُ أَنْهُ فِي التَّصْدِيقِ مُبْتَدَى. The mas'ul anhu in a tasdeeq is what? An-nisbah. The mas'ul anhu in tasdeeq, the thing you are talking about, the thing you are asking about in tasdeeq is called what? Is not called, is the nisbah. You are asking whether the thing actually happened or not. And because of that, وَلَا يَكُونُ لَهَا مُعَادِلٌ. You will not have a mu'adil. You will not have a thing after because you don't know, did it happen or not? فَإِن جَاءَتْ. This is spelled wrong. It's supposed to be جاءت. فإن جاءت أم بعدها قدرت منقطعة وتكون بمعنى بل. And if the particle meaning if comes after it, it would not be متصلة. What would you call it instead? You call it منقطعة. You call it what? منقطعة. And that means what? بل. Give an example. So look here. So that's in the Quran, Alif Lam Mim, Tanzilul Kitab la rayba fihi min Rabbil Alameen. There's no example of Hamza istifham, it's an example of unmunqati'ah. Okay? So this is a revelation of the book in which there is no doubt from the Lord of the world. Now, am yaqulun aftara is not saying or. It doesn't mean or, does it? Because anta fa'alta hadha am akhuka. Did you do or did your brother do it? So in muttasila means what? Or. Okay? But when is munqati'ah, it has a meaning of what? Bal. Rather. However. You understand? And basically it doesn't make it, and when is muttasila, the ma'tuf alay and the ma'tuf above what? Mufrad. You understand? Aja'a Zaydun Amrun. So both are what? Mufrad. Ma'tuf alay, ma'tuf. And this is not a harf atf. It's a harf atf, but it doesn't give a ma'tuf alay, ma'tuf. It's like a new isti'naf, new sentence. So the sentence finishes here. This is a revelation of the book. This is a revelation of the book from the Lord of the worlds, in which there is no doubt. Okay? And am yaqulun aftara, that's another sentence. Okay? You got it?
Could you do that ibara again?
This one? Wal mas'ulu anhu fi tasdeeq, and the thing you are asking about in tasdeeq is called the nisbah. What's it called? The nisbah. وَلَا يَكُونُ لَهَا مُعَادِلٍ, and there is, and it will not have a mu'adil. فَإِنْ جَاءَتْ بَعْدَهَا, and if comes after it, قُدِّرَ, it will be assumed to be an munqati'a and not muttasila. وَتَكُونُ بِمَعْنَى بَلْ, and it will be the meaning of bal as opposed to not aw.
You said, I'll get confused now. If it's masul an, in that sentence there's no masul an, what are you trying to say?
This, exactly. So when there's a that means that there's no, but this example here is not from the istifham. This example here to show you how can be used in manner of meaning of bal. So if you have a question which is for tasdeeq and there's a after it, it will mean bal instead. So this doesn't have a hamza istifham in this question. I'm just explaining to you how can be used in the meaning of bal. Okay? Right. So now here's an example where this first example was what? Just of understanding bal, understanding to be munqati'ah. Now here's an example where in the poem where hamza istifham comes, there's a after it, but is munqati'ah, not muttasila. For example, وَلَسْتُ أُبَالِي بَعْدَ فَقْدِي مَالِكًا. لَيْسَ, so lastu, I do not, is negative. Bala yubali mubalatan, to care, to be concerned about. I do not care. What's the maf'ul of ubali? This maf'ul coming afterwards. But when? After faqdi, faqada yafqidu fuqdanan, to lose. After I have lost malik, maf'ul of the masdar. So after I have lost malik, I do not care. What I do not care about is the maf'ul. And this is where our thing comes up. So is what hamzul istifham. Correct? Mauti na'in, na'ayan to be far away. A mauti na'in is my death, far away. Huwa al-anu waqi'u, or is it going to occur? Dhamma. Or is it going to occur? Now. So here the hamzatul istifham, correct? Hamzatul istifham. Yeah? This is hamzatul istifham. After you have mauti na'in. Now if it was here, now this cannot be the mu'adil, because huwa doesn't match with mauti, is it? It's a whole sentence. So this hamza is for hamzatul istifham for tasdeeq. Correct? And then is what? Munqati'atun. In this scenario, huwa does mean or, but it doesn't have the meaning of a mu'adil of maut. So I do not care whether my death is close or if it comes now. But because it's not the mu'adil of maut. Because huwa can't be mu'adil of maut, can it? It won't make sense. So that's why it's called is munqati'ah. So in this scenario, you will say that hamza is for tasdeeq and the is what? Munqati'ah. وَلَسْتُ أُبَالِي بَعْدَ فَقْدِي مَالِكًا أَمَوْتِ نَائٍ أَمْ هُوَ الْآنُ وَاقِعُ. Got it?
So if you didn't have a mu'adil and has a
then it's munqati'ah. Yeah.
Not always bal.
It usually comes in the meaning of bal, But here it's not in the meaning of bal. This example that we have is not in the meaning of bal. Okay? Now whilst we're here, let's just mention 2 points. Point number 1 is that Hamzatul Istifham must have Sadrul Kalam. What does Sadrul Kalam mean? It can't begin with a sentence. Now all Istifham must come at the beginning of a sentence. All Istifham. Even in English. Where, when, why, they all can begin with a sentence. However, Hamzatul Istifham has even a more speciality. That even comes before what? The Harful Atf. The other huruf and adat of Istifham come after the Harf Atf. For example, if you have فَهَلْ أَنْتُمْ مُنْتَهُونَ, where's the Harf Atf? First, then you have the Istifham. But with Hamza, it comes even before the Atf. Do you understand? That's one specialty about Hamza. Another specialty about Hamza is that Hamza can be removed. For example, قَالَ فِرْعَوْنَ آمَنْتُمْ بِهِ. So it's a question, آمَنْتُمْ بِهِ قَبْلَ أَنْ آذَنَ لَكُمْ? Really it means what? Really it means أَآمَنْتُمْ. Have you believed in him before? Have you believed in Musa before I gave you permission? Do you understand? So the Hamzatul Istifham can be removed. Other Adatul Istifham cannot be removed. You cannot remove man, ma, hal, but you can remove Hamza. So the 2 specialties about Hamza do not mention in the book, which are worth mentioning. That it must have Sadrul Kalam to the extent that it comes even before the Harful Atf. And it can be removed if the context allows it.